Alright y'all, morning. Jason, Hollis Farms. So here's what's going on this morning. Got something a little different going on. I got to carry the youngins to school this morning. They at the house getting ready. I run down here, I'm trying to listen for a turkey and see where one's at. I'm gonna get them to school, then we're gonna come back and hunt for a little while. Kind of a little different deal. I usually don't do this, but be kind of fun. You can get one cranked up once it gets on the ground kind of up in the morning. It works pretty good. It may be all right if I can just get on one. So I'm gonna run them to school and then we'll come back and go hunt a little while. I'll be back. All right, y'all, got the youngins to school. I'm gonna head in. I heard one this morning, not exactly sure where it was, but I'm gonna head in, see if we can make one gobble. Get on him. I'll be back. Alright, so I decided to slip up here to this field where Sissy killed hers the other day. I know there's still a couple up here. Wasn't nothing in the field, so I'm gonna get ready and call a little bit and see if we can make something happen. Y'all, I come on out, didn't do no good. I don't know where them turkeys are this morning. It's tough when you kind of miss it at daylight and don't hear them gobbling and kind of at least have a good idea where they're at. That's part of it. Well, let's see what we can get into now. All right, y'all, I'm back. I done went on me another shopping trip. Let me show y'all what I got. Well, before I show y'all remember, let me zoom down here. My new little trailer I got down there, the new Big Tex trailer. Been wanting something for it and I went and got it today. Went to Harbor Freight, never had been to Harbor Freight before, but I like that store. Got me a 12,000 pound winch for it. We're gonna mount it on the front of the trailer. Gotta get that done sometime, been so busy I ain't had time. I'll show you what else I got. A buddy of mine had, and I've never had one of these. Wireless remote that I can hook to this winch. Can't even talk. But anyway, the good thing about a winch, you know, half the time you by yourself, you need to winch something on it. So the cord's usually not long enough. So with the wireless, you can sit in the car, sit on your broke down Ranger, tractor, whatever, and work the winch from the seat or wherever you can operate the steering wheel. So that's going to work out real good. All right, so that's one shopping trip. Winch and the wireless remote. Coupons and stuff in there. Winch and the wireless remote for the new Big Tex trailer. All right, I've had a few comments about, hang on, let me see, I'm gonna set y'all up and turn y'all around where I can talk to y'all. All right, I think that's gonna be sitting pretty good. All right, we made an order. We've had a few comments about the turkey calls that I use. The mouth calls that I use, I've got a box full of stuff. I'm finna show y'all that. Y'all see that box? Brian's already got a little bit of it at it, Brian and Jake. I got the leftovers, that's all right. All right, these calls that we use, and my mouth calls The guy's name that makes these is Jeffrey Wood. He's down in South Mississippi, in Stringer, Mississippi. But anyway, Jeff is a super guy. I hadn't been around him in a long time, but I know him back from squirrel hunting and stuff. But his company's called Swamp Boys Custom Calls. And like I've told y'all before in previous videos, I'm not a professional caller. I can kill a turkey, but I'm not a professional caller. But the mouth calls y'all hear me using are Jeffrey's. All right. I'm trying to see. I got assortment in here. The exact one I'm using, I don't think is in here. But anyway, beside the point, we got a box full. Look at all them mouth calls. And like I told y'all, I buy a bunch of different ones and find one that I like. Boy, that looks like that's gonna go good on the Yeti. That's where that's gonna go. All right, but anyway, I got several mouth calls. That's what I've been using. I've always loved a box call. And this year I made my mind up. I've always liked the way a slate sounds. And I've never, over the 34 or 5 years I've been hunting, I've never tried to master a slate call. A lot of what y'all been hearing this year has been my slate calls. And I've got two. And just trying to get used to them. I know they squawk and squeak every once in a while with me, but they're still all right. But this is Jeffrey's deal, Swamp Boys. You can get him on Facebook. It's Swamp Boys Custom Calls. There's his phone number. See if I can get that in there. Phone number and all right there. So y'all check him out. But what I was wanting, I got Brian to message him the other day. I told him to get us one of all the slate calls he's got. I think Brian kept the copper call. And I don't know what Jake kept, but I've got 3 here. And I'm finna play with them. This is the aluminum one. And this is just the slate. And this is the glass one. And I've got several different strikers here that we're going to play with. He makes a lot of strikers. A lot of strikers. There's one in here. Let me see if I can find it that I really... One of them's waterproof. I forget which one we was talking about. One of them is waterproof, and I can't remember which one. Let's see. Waterproof striker. So I'm going to play with that. All right, here's what I'm going to do real quick. I've never opened these things. I think Brian and them played with them. I'm going to get them out, and we're going to scratch on them just for a second and see which one we might like. Y'all comment below and tell me which one out of these 3 that y'all like. And this is the first time I've ever called on these now, and I'm not a super slate caller for sure. This is the glass one. I hadn't even sanded it or anything. Let's see what it does. Boy, that ain't bad. I'm up here at the barn. We live to hear a turkey gobble. All right, that's the glass. I killed a turkey with that one. And I'm just going to use the striker that came in them right now. I'm not going to go through all the strikers right now, but I will in the future, and we'll talk about that because y'all know I like this. But I got a lot going on today, and I got to get a bunch done. All right, this is just your slate, regular old slate. Let's see what she sounds like. These are some pretty calls. Let's see what's going on. I ain't even going to scratch on it. Let's see what happens. Woo, that sounds good, don't it? It's hard to beat just a regular old slate. Let's see how it yelps. Whew, man. That ain't bad. That'll kill a turkey too. There's so much stuff out there these days compared to when I started years ago. I've had a few comments. Let me go through this one real quick. I'm going to tell y'all, this is aluminum. I'm real curious about this. Brian kept that copper one, and I was wanting to try it. I'm going to get it and try it one day. Let's see what this aluminum sounds like. That's got a good ring to it. That sounds good. All right, I'm gonna do one more thing. I have got to try this waterproof striker out while we're here. I'll get all this stuff some mixed up. I think what the deal is, I hadn't asked, but I've got a waterproof box call. Y'all can see that on the end, it's white. I think they got some kind of ceramic on the end of that where you can run it when it's wet. Boy, that's got a good ring to it, don't it? That'll kill a turkey. All right, I gotta keep this stuff. He's got it wrote on these Ziploc bags. If I don't do that, I'm gonna be plumb lost. Y'all ever been plumb lost? All right, one more thing I'm gonna try. Let me put this, the aluminum up. I'm probably I kind of like that glass. I don't know, they all good. I believe I may have to get another vest back out where I can keep them all in there. You never know what a turkey's gonna like. I wanna try something real quick. Let me see what, this is a diamond wood one-piece striker. That thing looks pretty good. I'm gonna see how it runs on this glass one, and then I'm gonna tell y'all a little story about, I may not have ever told y'all on my turkey hunting years. All right, this is a one-piece, says diamond wood if I'm reading that right. Pretty good looking thing. He's got to be doing this with a, turning it down with a lathe, I guess. See how much difference a striker makes? You can carry one call and 2 or 3 strikers, and I got to master this because these slate calls will kill a turkey. See, that one's gonna be a little, not gonna be as forgiving. See how it's got that little squeak to it? If I can get that out. Let me see. See, if you hit it just right on the slate, them things are unreal. That sounds good. If I can get that squeak out of it. That's pretty good. That thing yelps good low. Turn it a little bit. There it is. Y'all gonna hear more out of me with these slate calls. I love them. I just gotta practice. That's good. That's got a good ring to it. That's on the glass. All right, I'm about to put these things up and go to work. I'm running out of time. I got a lot to do, but one quick story I'm gonna tell you. I don't know if I ever told y'all. I am 44 years old now. Me and my dad started turkey hunting at the same time. And always deer hunting. I was 10 years old, and he came with me. A Lynch foolproof box call. It's a one-sided box call, and it is, like it says, it's almost foolproof. I was 10 years old, and he got a Lynch world champion. It's a 2-sided call. Sounds like 2 different hands, and you can also gobble with it. We got them and started hunting, and I was hunting with an old Belgium Browning 12-gauge humpback Browning. Probably had number 6 birdshot. Didn't know no better. Didn't know what we had, what we was doing. And then we went to a show in Birmingham, Alabama. Ben Rogers-Lee was there. And I picked up a cassette tape and several mouth calls. Back then there was just regular cut, single, double, triple reeds and stuff, and I started with a single reed, drove my mama and them crazy. I would play that cassette and I would call. And I would even take a cassette tape and put it in there and record me, and then I would play it back. I had a little radio thing that had 2 tape players, and I would play Ben Lee and then I would play me, and I just tried to mimic him and make mine sound the same. And a lot of people these days don't know Ben. He's been dead a while now, but just one of the first persons that I can ever remember that you heard about turkey hunting. But that was one of the stories. Me and my dad started about the same time, and I am 44 now. That's 34 years of turkey hunting, and it's come a long way. People that stepping in it nowadays don't have a clue to what it was. There's a lot more turkeys these days than it used to be, and plus there's so much info available out there. We just had to learn the hard way. But it was a good hard way. Man, me and Daddy's had a lot of fun over the years hunting together, and Brian and Jake, they haven't turkey hunted a whole lot, but they're getting into it now, and it's just a lot of fun. We love deer hunting. We all love deer hunting, but I'll throw rocks at a deer if I can go turkey hunting, and y'all probably see that. I go a lot. But anyway, just gonna tell y'all that little quick story, show you the box of turkey calls, the new winch, and the wireless remote. And I got some stuff I got to get done. If y'all like our stuff, subscribe to us. Hollis Farms, hats, t-shirts, and stickers, hollisfarms.com. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.